If there's one group of people that Kyffin admired more than any other, then it would definitely be the farmer, the hill farmer. And in this sale, there are actually, we've counted them, 11 farmers. I think that has to be some sort of record. Farmers with sticks, farmers with their sheepdog, farmers on the mountainside. There's even one farmer with a shotgun, a very menacing looking farmer he is as well. And not an expert on ammunition or anything like that, but he seems to be holding the gun like a machine gun. So look out, foxes. No names for any of the farmers, but probably a mix of the usual suspects, Will Jones and John Jones, Hugh Rowlands, always a favourite, and Will Hughes. There's no questioning Kyffin's admiration of the hill farmers. As he says in his second part of his autobiography, A Wider Sky, the true mountain people are the hill farmers, hardy men and women who keep their sheep high up among the rocks, the screes and the grassy slopes above their valleys and farms. These are the true heroes of Gwynedd, for theirs is a hard life of fighting the weather and the foxes to make a living that is each year becoming more precarious. And how true that is. We're now moving from the watercolours to the oils, and behind me here is John Williams' Caeau Gwynion, and he's featured in Kyffin's book of portraits as well. Kyffin and he were great friends. In fact, Kyffin's got a wonderful story which is in the book that he once told him, "John Williams, you're 86, not a grey hair on your head. What's the secret?" And apparently John Williams paused. He didn't have any teeth, apparently, and he spat out, "My parents were very young when they got married." And Kyffin said that he spent a lifetime trying to work that one out. But absolutely wonderful portrait, this one, I think. Moving on to Capel Pen Sarn of the ochre foreground here, taking your eye up to the chapel and the chapel house and the top. One of Kyffin's favourite locations was Port Dafarch on the west coast of Anglesey. I've been reliably informed it's between Trearthyr Bay and South Stack. A great mix of the land, the sea, the sky, and those ponies. I love it. This one, I absolutely, rough sea and moonlight. And it just, wow, you can almost hear those waves crashing, and there's so much going on here. And the way that the moonlight is just peeking out from behind that cloud there, an absolute gem. This is Farmer with Bucket. I mean, it's almost sculptured on the paint in this one. It's wonderful how the farmer almost becomes part of the landscape. In the one in the other sale, the Grigynnog sale, Farmer Above the Ridge, the farmer with the colours, same as here, against the rocks, and you could hardly make him out. But here, Kyffin has sort of silhouetted him against the light background, quite spiritual all around him. Castell Dolwydd Elan on the road up to North Wales, the A470, as Cadw described it, a lasting monument to Llywelyn the Great. And finally a scene in the Ogwen Valley. Love the way the foreground, the green here gives it a 3D effect as the eye is taken away into that V shape there. And I have to mention this pen and wash here. Could be Carmel, Ben thinks, in Gwynedd, not Carmel Anglesey, but I mean it's so clean, and every single brush stroke is so precise, and there's so much detail in it. All these paintings, the watercolours and the oils will be coming under the hammer in the Welsh sale Part 1. That takes place on November the 30th, a Sunday, here in Cardiff.